Hot dog stands have been a Chicago tradition since around the turn of the century, with about 2,000 of them in business right now, serving the city's own distinctive breed of dog.
Thank you.
And just what is a Chicago hot dog? Frankly,
mustard, relish, onions, tomato, pickles, and sometimes cucumbers and often hot peppers. It's kind of like a salad on a bun, but no ketchup.
No Ketchup is the title of this exhibition at Chicago's City Gallery, featuring photographs by Patty Carroll.
Yeah, doggy diner. One day, I was driving back and forth from work, and everything was dull gray, and the only place that had any color at all was this hot dog stand that I drove past every single day. And I realized that going to a hot dog stand in Chicago is like going on a mini vacation.
She relishes the idea of documenting this Chicago tradition, not because of the dogs, she's a vegetarian, but because of the decor.
Graphically, they're phenomenal. I've always loved the fact that people paint hot dogs in these really crazy ways.
At the Super Dog Drive-In on Chicago's North Side, it's sometimes hard to find the hot dog underneath all the relish and trimmings and French fries. Super Dog has been a family-run business since 1948, owned by Maury and Florrie Berman. That's them, up there.
Does it get hot pepper, sir?
Flo takes the orders.
All right.
Son-in-law Don Drucker packs them, and grandson Max.
Order!
And are they worried at all about competition?
Nobody is competition. We are unique and supreme.
We're the only drive-in left anyway in Chicago with car hop service.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Every hot dog stand has their own little breed of fun.
At Downtown Dogs on North Rush Street, loyal customers doggedly add their own personal touch.
In this case, they have breeds of dogs, and you get to bring your photograph of your own pooch or your own dog, and it's part of their little personality.
In the never-ending battle to stand out against those other look-alike fast food franchises, there can be no doubt that the Chicago hot dog stand continues to cut the mustard.
Perhaps you should have listened to that old saying about hot dogs.
This is where the hot dog starts?
This is where the hot dog starts.
Because even if you love a good hot dog, chances are you don't want to see how they're made.
Cool.
Here, with butcher Brent Young at the Meat Hook in Brooklyn, the hot dog process is indeed hardly for the faint of heart.
This is by far the grossest part.
That orange paste of beef and pork is lumped, then dumped, then delicately squeezed into a fragile tubular package.
Hey, I got this.
Stuffing hot dogs.
Whoa.
Second career. All right, stop. Whoop.
And if all goes well,
What do you call that? Is there a name for that?
Yeah.
which in my case it didn't, they are neatly pinched, twisted, and stacked into surprisingly appetizing symmetrical links.
You have much more flair than I do.
Despite its rather unpleasant birthing process,
It's tough.
Hot dog making is not a simple process at all.
the humble hot dog remains beloved beyond measure. Whether it's at a ballpark watching the home team play, or on a boardwalk watching the gastronomically impossible. The wiener is indeed a winner. During hot dog season, yes, there actually is one. It's from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Americans typically eat 7 billion hot dogs. That's more than 800 hot dogs consumed every single second. And if you think all of those are mystery meats in a bun, well, think again.
The hot dog doesn't have to be this throwaway piece of meat at all, does it?
No.
It can be an actually good food item.
It can be an amazing food item. Yeah, and that like you can actually feel good about the hot dogs that you're eating.
No pork snouts and tails here. Instead, only farm-raised beef and pork shoulder are used in a process so meticulous that these hot dogs are treated more like prime rib.
It's a lot of thought, it's a lot of work. At the end of the day, it's just a hot dog, right?
But it's not just the hot dog. We're passionate about everything that we make, and the hot dog falls in that category.
Americans associate fast food and fast casual cuisine with poor quality, mass production, and it just doesn't have to be that way.
So how many hot dogs do you do a day, you think?
We do between 200 and 400 hot dogs a day.
Josh Sharkey owns a Brooklyn hot dog restaurant, fittingly called Bark. It's a place where the dogs are too big for their buns and have a personality just as large. Kind of even grins at you.
Yeah, ear-to-ear grin.
What makes the Bark dog howl is the secret ingredient that the Bark dog is bathed in right before it goes into the bun.
Every dog gets seasoned at the very end before it comes off the griddle with this smoky, rich, salty basting butter. And you hear the sizzle. You want the sizzle.
The perfect hot dog. Are you a hot dog? What would the title be?
I don't consider myself like a hot dog expert. The customer is the expert. Everybody knows what a hot dog is. Doesn't matter if you're 9 years old or 90 years old, you're an expert.
And the reason we're all experts is in part because the hot dog is most of all perfect in its simplicity.
Sometimes I feel sorry for the hot dog. So much pressure. I mean, how would you like to have the burden of being the icon of what America eats? Sure, the hot dog gets a little help from the hamburger, but not much.
It just so happens that July is National Hot Dog Month. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, Americans will consume an estimated 7 billion hot dogs. And on the 4th of July, the granddaddy of them all, we'll eat about 155 million hot dogs. But those are just numbers, estimates to wow us about how much we eat, not how we savor.
As a chef, taste and texture are the most important things to me. Not how many we can eat in a couple of minutes like they do once a year on Coney Island. No thanks.
Like barbecue, the way we prepare and eat our hot dogs is a very controversial subject. As with all great American foods, it's usually a matter of where we reside. In New York, my home since I was born, the street cart style dog is boiled and served with onion sauce, sauerkraut, and deli-style mustard. In Cincinnati, chili makes an appearance, seasoned with spices, chocolate, and cinnamon, covered with cheddar cheese and a slathering of ballpark mustard. In Texas and a lot of the South, they batter dip their dogs in cornmeal and fry them until crispy. Try and tell a Texan this isn't the right way to eat a hot dog. I should know, I'm married to one. And in Chicago, their hot dogs have a salad complex. They cover theirs with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, relish, hot peppers, and mustard.
Wherever hot dogs are featured, they enhance the environment. I mean, think about it. From Yankee Franks in the Bronx to Dodger Dogs in Los Angeles, it's really the only way to see a baseball game. I mean, could you imagine ordering a lobster mango salad in the 5th inning? I don't think so. What about this July 4th? When the first aroma of lit charcoal comes wafting your way, you know what you'll be thinking. I'll have mine grilled nice and crusty with the buns toasted ever so slightly, and if you don't mind, I like mine with mustard, sauerkraut, onions, and a little hot sauce. After all, it's just a hot dog.
Time for a stop along the Sunday morning roadside. Under a Chinese pagoda in Mamaroneck, New York, Walter's All-American hot dogs are a breed apart. Locals and tourists alike relish the taste.
They're good, they're cheap. It's just the fun and kitsch factor, too.
Rated the nation's top dog by Gourmet magazine, Walter's has been serving Franks for more than 80 years. Walter Warrington opened the stand in 1919.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Son Gene Warrington runs the business now, along with granddaughter Christine.
Would you like mustard on your hot dog?
And great-granddaughter Chris. The hot dogs are split down the middle and grilled in a special butter sauce, then topped with Walter's own mustard. The recipe's a trade secret, says Christine.
It's still the same recipe. It's a blend of veal, beef, and pork with special spices.
Frankly, these dogs are something to write home about.
The customers, they'll be at the Eiffel Tower, they'll be in Venice, and they'll send us postcards saying, we can't wait to get back to the States. They love the hot dog.
It's just a great taste of home. I grew up on these hot dogs, and my parents and my grandparents grew up here eating these hot dogs, and it's a classic.
Hot dogs that cut the mustard in Mamaroneck, New York.
Friends,
If you're like me, perhaps you've always dreamed of owning and operating your own hot dog cart, but just didn't have the knowledge or the confidence to do it. Right on. Can I help you, sir? Now there's a way forward.
Whose bun is this?
Hot Dog University.
Who crushed that bun? Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to Hot Dog University, where you will learn what we call the art of the cart. Da, 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 da.
The faculty is Mark Reitman, PhD.
My buns are starting to cook.
Professor of hot dogs.
There is a science to selling a hot dog.
Who offers an intensive 2-day degree program in Milwaukee.
Every single possible thing that you would need to know before you even decided to go out and buy a hot dog cart.
Hot Dog U prides itself on a low faculty-to-student ratio. Ours was a class of 4.
Let's face it, if you have a hot dog, you have to have mustard.
Barry, curator of the Mustard Museum in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin.
Ketchup does not belong on a hot dog.
Tim, a Kenosha beekeeper.
You're going to put this on your resume?
Oh, absolutely. You betcha.
And Yvette, an Austin, Texas schoolteacher who's already bought a cart.
It's going to sound really hippy-dippy, but I heard the call. It was an epiphany.
Really?
Yeah.
A hot dog epiphany.
My dogs don't go beyond 135 degrees.
School starts with Hot Dogs 101.
You don't boil hot dogs.
You don't?
No. You simmer them.
And moves on to advanced condimentation.
How do you feel about cheese dogs and chili dogs?
How do I feel about them? I love cheese dogs, but to do it on a cart, it's too much trouble. This is a 4-inch steam pan. This is a 2-inch steam pan.
There are the mundane compulsory courses.
Now what's nice about the license that I have,
like permits and licenses.
You're going to need an EIN, which is called an Employee Identification Number. We're set up as an LLC, which you have to have an EIN. An LLC here.
Best hot dogs in Milwaukee. Lunch is a field trip to study perhaps the most complex dog of all, the Chicago-style dog.
There's a beauty. Chicago. Looks like it's got everything on it. How important is the bun?
Oh, the bun's the whole key factor to the thing.
Then there's an educational stop at a restaurant supply store.
Here's a little tong technology. There are good tongs and bad tongs. This is a bad tong.
Is it reasonable to think you can make a living these days selling hot dogs?
Yes. Could a person make a 6-figure income? Absolutely.
How do I know if I have what it takes to be a success in this business?
After you're done doing the behind the cart, you will know if this was what you were meant to do. We need to unload the cart, so let me show you if...
The final exam, selling hot dogs in front of a suburban appliance superstore on a busy Saturday.
Ready for duty.
This was gonna be a test.
I know you've been waiting to see this, Bill.
Oh.
The neon green relish.
Should we be in hazmat suits?
These are the dogs we're using today.
We'd be selling hot dogs, Polish sausages, and...
The Commander, Big Wally, feared by all. 1/2 pound of all pure beef pleasure.
I'm a little nervous, frankly. Frankly, get it?
And when I get nervous, I eat. The profits.
Very good.
Hey! Okay.
I'm going in. Are there 5 fingers here?
Get your red hot! I was ready. Or I thought I was. A rookie mistake.
You got a problem.
Hot dogs. But you gotta work through it.
Hi, can I buy a hot dog? You certainly may. There's a winner.
That's what they teach you at Hot Dog U.
Whoa.
I watch every Sunday morning.
You do?
Oh, I love your show.
Actually, I'm not with CBS anymore.
You're not?
I'm getting into the mobile food service.
Big Wally.
Big Wally.
Okay, so. Oh my God, boys! Are you sure you can eat that?
That'll be $1,200.
The whole day was a blur. We'd sold hundreds of hot dogs.
Hot diggity, dog diggity.
All we had. And had reached a bittersweet moment.
What we have in front of us today is the graduate class of Hot Dog University. Thank you very much, Bill. It was a pleasure having you as a student.
I appreciate it.
We were all proud graduates of the Harvard of encased meats.
Chicago offers plenty of great places to enjoy the city's famous style of hot dog. But for the best bet in town, hot dog devotees say there's one man to see.
There are no two finer words in the English language than encased meats, my friend.
Meet Doug Sohn, the founder of Hot Doug's Sausage Superstore and Encased Meat Emporium on Chicago's North Side.
It is a hot dog stand. The thing that I'm most proud of is doing a great Chicago hot dog.
Every Chicago hot dog stand features fine meat and a rich variety of condiments. What sets Doug apart is the near limitless range of meats he has on his grill.
We've had kangaroo sausage, alligator, crayfish, rattlesnake sausage. Pretty much our philosophy is if you can get it into a grinder, we'll get it into a casing. What'll it be?
The menu is right there on the colorful wall, a smorgasbord of sausages, most of them named for well-known people. Some of them very familiar indeed. Doug himself is a hands-on owner.
Very high-tech.
He opens the doors 6 mornings a week at 10:30 sharp.
Please, welcome.
Almost always to find a line of customers already waiting outside.
I like a little just brown mustard, caramelized onion, slice of pickle.
Then he does the honors at the cash register.
It's your birthday today, and you got taken here?
And word about Doug's has gotten around. These folks came all the way from Phoenix.
I had no idea so many people would wait in line to get a hot dog for breakfast. It's amazing to me.
Of course, out-of-towners looking for a table have to compete with the loyal locals.
I live right down the street. When we moved in, over here, we didn't realize we were moving into the culinary capital of Chicago.
They know it now. Doug figures he serves at least 2,000 customers a week.
And your first name, sir?
Jeff.
Fine.
And he's quite willing to share his recipe for success.
Treat people well, have a good product, make people want to come back.
And come back they do. The way they figure it, it's worth the trip.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Once again, we're entering the dog days of summer. No, not those dogs. These dogs. When the temperature rises, so does our appetite. For frankfurters, wieners, brats, red hots, white hots, half smokes, and conies. Call them what you will. This summer, Americans will eat an estimated 7 billion hot dogs. Laid end to end, all of those links would wrap around the earth 27 times.
Welcome to Nathan's. Step down and around for service.
The first link in that chain would have to start here at the corner of Surf and Stillwell Avenues, the original Nathan's hot dog stand on New York's Coney Island.
I want to see Nathan's.
We just want to see Nathan's. You can't come back to Brooklyn and not see Nathan's.
Founded in 1916 by Polish immigrant Nathan Handwerker, Nathan's has become a place of pilgrimage, not to mention pigging out.
I don't think I've had one in 10 years, but today's was pretty good.
You can have a hot dog at any time of the year in any place in America or in the world. But if you don't have a hot dog in summer, you're crazy. And if you don't come to Coney Island and try a hot dog, you're crazy.
Nathan's George Shea wants you to eat lots and lots of hot dogs. He's the chairman of the IFOCE, that's the International Federation of Competitive Eaters. They're the people who promote events like Nathan's annual 4th of July hot dog eating contest, where the current world record stands at 50.5 hot dogs consumed in 12 minutes. But for those of us content to eat them one at a time, this summer, another New York landmark offers hot dogs dressed in the local customs of baseball stadiums from around the country. At the American Museum of Natural History, Chef Bruce Barnes saw a natural link between an exhibit on baseball and his kitchen.
It's a beef frank dipped in cornmeal, and we top that off with the Rochester chili. Get a nice amount of sweet relish. Finally, we have the Chicago Red Hot. This is on a steamed poppy seed roll.
From Chicago Red Hots with pickles and peppers to Cincinnati cheese conies with cinnamon spice chili, it's a tableau of America's immigrant tastes. By the way, calling the sausages dogs likely began in Germany, home of the Dachshund, and yes, the name does refer to their appearance, not the ingredients. But the act of wrapping a sausage in a custom-made blanket of bread, that was the true eureka moment.
There is no doubt in my mind, and I challenge any historian anywhere to prove me wrong. Hot dogs were invented in Coney Island.
Here you go, so you got ketchup, mustard, napkin, straws on the end. Have a good day.
It's the bun that makes an ordinary sausage a true American hot dog. And the honors for that invention, well, they're still up for grabs. After all, who wouldn't relish the title of top dog in the whole wide world of hot dogs?
Have you ever been dying for a hot dog? So hungry you'd trek across Mexico's Sonoran Desert to the town of Hermosillo, the legendary birthplace of the Sonoran-style Mexican hot dog.
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
It's not so unlike its cousins north of the border. All of them descended from the Austrian Wiener and German Frankfurter, which emigrated to the New World in the 19th century. But when the weenie went south, it took on a certain Latin flair. El weenie is envuelto
En tocino.
in tocino. Okay, the weenie is wrapped in bacon. But this party's only starting. The dog of Sonora is a fiesta inside a bun. The Mexican hot dog is chock full of farm-fresh ingredients. In other words, una cantidad de ingredientes frescos. Cebollo blanco, cebollo rojo, aguacate, pepino,
Lechuga.
Tomate.
jalapeño, sandía.
Sandía no es un ingrediente para hot dog.
Lo siento. But if you really want the whole enchilada, you'll add queso amarillo, queso blanco, salsa verde, salsa bandera, pinto beans, pickles, and naturally mushrooms. And this is chorizo, in case you want pork sausage on your pork sausage that's already wrapped in pork. Do you guys have any Lipitor that I can put on this? And this is my Perro Caliente, the starter edition. The jalapeno makes a difference. These ladies love their Mexican dogs and didn't mince words about those gringo weenies. Boring. Aburridos?
Same.
Which may explain why these Latin dogs have jumped the border and taken up permanent residence in the USA. De Los Angeles a Nueva York. And in Tucson, Arizona, the Sonoran dog is top dog. Daniel Contreras is Mexican-American hot dog royalty.
Thank you. Have a good day.
He began selling hot dogs out of this 4x8 cart in Tucson.
I used to sell 1,000 hot dogs a day then.
Now he has 2 restaurants, plans to franchise, and a hot rod. Is this your Wienermobile?
Yeah, this is my Mexican Winnie automobile. 68 Mustang.
Greg Ravago introduced his girlfriend, Donna Carr, to his spicy Sonoran sausage on a date.
That's how we started going out, because of the hot dog, really.
And she was hooked. Oh, and you let her garnish your dog.
Yes, she knows what I like. After 4 years, I think she knows what I like in my dogs.
I bet. The hot dog. The meal that knows no border. A link between North and South. In a bun.
Our story begins right where it began, 25 years ago.
We stopped by Gothenburg, Nebraska to meet P. Stephen Potter, attorney at law, and interview him on his specialty, not law, his other specialty.
You take the hot dog and you have to
put your finger so that when you throw it, will spin end over end.
On football Saturdays, P. Stephen Potter has closed his law office and traveled across the state to the University of Nebraska Stadium to throw sizzling hot dog passes into the hungry stands.
He got paid by airmail, too. After every completion, the people would put their money in the wrapper and throw it back. Yeah, apparently the whole thing was such a show. During one game, the football players actually stopped to watch him.
Law is his work. This is his joy.
Was his joy.
One year you're selling hot dogs, the next year you're gone, and nobody knows where you went.
That's basically what happened.
Stephen says in 2000, after 36 years selling hot dogs, the university refused to issue him a vendor's permit.
They said they hadn't received my application.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe that.
Here's what he thinks happened. The year before, Stephen wanted to bring his 3-year-old daughter into the game on his back, but the athletic department said she needed a ticket.
It kind of upset me.
Not kinda. He started really pressuring the university on this relatively silly issue. The next year, his application got lost. It's also important to note that at about this same time, Stephen got some competition in the stands.
They had just developed the hot dog gun.
The Wiener Schlinger could throw farther than Stephen, with even better accuracy, and it didn't backtalk to the administration. It was the final air-compressed blow to his career.
For a while he threw at some private parties and did some nursing home gigs, but he never made it back again to college-level dog. And he says there's a lesson in there for anyone who starts to believe their own hype.
It is so important that you don't start taking yourself too seriously. I was a giant in my own mind, and I actually expected this big backlash of, where's the hot dog man?
But until I walked in, nobody ever cared to ask.
No, much to my surprise.
Hot dog! Before I left, we had a little catch on Main Street. Even after all these years.
That was great!
You can still see traces of the All-American.
You still got it!
And Stephen is All-American.
Good!
I mean, really. Football, hot dogs, and automation taking jobs. How much more American can you get?
Yeah!
You haven't missed one yet!
Having a 4th of July barbecue? Here's a tip. Don't invite Joey Chestnut. He'll eat everything.
Joey Chestnut now, eating about 2 dogs at once.
And it won't be pretty.
He puts them in his mouth and down they go. He is eating faster than I have ever seen him before.
Last 4th of July, Joey put away 68 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes.
And our winner is Joey Chestnut!
At the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest in Coney Island, New York.
Today, with us is the reigning world champion, Joey Chestnut.
Friday, Mayor Michael Bloomberg welcomed Joey back to defend his title in today's contest. Who is this guy? This is Profile of an American Hero, the Joey Chestnut story.
He's talking to the hot dog in a language with which I am yet unfamiliar.
There is no question that Joey Chestnut is an American hero.
Joey Chestnut just jamming it in as fast as he can.
Joey Jaws Chestnut is the patriot who returned the hot dog eating title to American soil, where it belongs.
Joey Chestnut!
After Takaru Kobayashi took it home to Japan 6 years in a row.
When he won, I cried tears of joy.
I am emotionally exhausted.
George Shea is chairman of Major League Eating, the organizing body of competitive eating.
It was like as if he had passed a patriotic litmus test and somehow redeemed our culture. It was amazing.
I say I'm not famous, I'm infamous. I'm doing something ridiculous, and I'm just having fun with it.
Joey Chestnut grew up a typical all-American boy in Vallejo, California, playing Little League baseball and trumpet in the marching band. The 5th of 6 little Chestnuts, 2 girls and 4 boys.
These are my 4 boys.
Their proud mother, Alicia.
This is Lucky. He's on the SWAT team. This is Pelley on the CHP. Willie, he's in the Coast Guard. This is Joey, he eats hot dogs, lots of them.
Now you had a big family. Was it competitive getting enough to eat here at the table?
Every night, everyone, the last one done got to do the dishes.
So you learned to eat fast.
That was it.
Joey didn't do many dishes. Was Joey a good eater as a child?
Picky. He hated my chicken and rice, but he loved macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
Joey still does. On the eating circuit, he's consumed a record-setting 10.5 pounds of mac and cheese in 7 minutes. 50 meatballs in 10 minutes. 40 slices of pizza in 10 minutes. 380 shrimp wontons in 8 minutes in a competition in Singapore. Not that Joey will eat just anything.
I won't do the contests that are disgusting. They want me to do a cow tongue eating contest or mayonnaise. I can just say no. But
And what if they were $20,000 purse for eating mayonnaise?
I guess everybody has their price. I ain't cheap, but I can be had.
Joey does have a day job as a construction engineer in San Jose.
And I make much more doing eating. I'll probably get close to $200,000 this year for eating.
And he's won 3 cars and a motorcycle, all for eating chicken wings. 241 chicken wings in half an hour. He's won contests eating things I'd never heard of, and neither had he.
Joey is picking it up. The kolaches are disappearing in his mouth.
You've won championships for eating things I don't even know what they are. What's a kolache?
Kolache, it's a pastry with meat and cheese baked into it. It's delicious.
Did you know that before you went to the contest?
Nope, didn't know what it was. There's been a couple foods that like matzo balls. I'd never really had a matzo ball until I did the contest.
How many did you have the first time you had them?
56 matzo balls.
And Joey now, eating without subtlety.
George Shea of Major League Eating.
He has achieved a moment of clarity, a moment of grace.
I believe that Joey is the greatest eater in history.
Joey Chestnut climbs the ramparts of history to see victory spread before him.
If his jaw stays elastic and if his stomach lining remains supple, you're looking at a future Hall of Famer. You're looking at Babe Ruth, really, of eating.
My body is, I think it's made for it. There's very few people who find their calling, and I was made to be a competitive eater.
America is the only place, and now is the only time, that a kid could grow up to become a professional sport-eating celebrity. Food for thought on this 4th of July.